The future is always changing based on what you're thinking. Let's talk about your thoughts. What is up, guys? It's Antoine here once again from Splitting Image. Splitting Image is all about motivation and personal development for all millennial entrepreneurs and creators. And today we're going to talk about a very important topic that is pertaining to L.O.A, Law of Attraction. And it's going to be Law of Attraction tip number 2. Your thoughts controls your reality. Let's go. So, one of the biggest things that we all need to realize whenever you're thinking about the law of attraction is all about your thoughts. Like we talked about in the last video when it came down to cause and effect and everything pertaining to that. You really need to understand the very important thing of your thoughts controls your reality. When you think negatively, you'll draw more negative things to you. When you think more positively, you'll draw more positive stuff to you. It sounds simple, but at the end of the day, it's something that we all have to practice and learn how to better control to have a better reality, have a better life. For me, my personal story is that, like for instance, if I was doing a video like this, I would have to control what my thoughts is, and I'll have to like change my mindset a little bit. Meaning that, I don't need to be thinking about anything negative or anything stupid while I'm trying to do a video, while I'm trying to educate you guys and try to, share my insight with everyone who's watching this video. So it comes back to you have to control your mindset, you have to control your thoughts, and that's the only way that you're going to lead that type of lifestyle. Now, when it comes down to controlling your thoughts, one of the big things that I do that helps me whenever I'm feeling bad or whenever I'm feeling sad or something like that, I go for a walk. Going for a walk outside is probably one of the most therapeutic things that you can do. I know we're in quarantine, but just wear a mask on your face and everything like that. For me, like if I'm having a bad day and I go for a long walk and it's sunny outside and I'm looking at things like far away, stuff like that, I don't know, it just de-stress me, and it's kind of like meditation a little bit for me. So that's why I try to make sure I go for a walk at least for 1 hour a day, every day. Starting your day with that walk is going to be definitely helpful when it comes down to trying to lead your day and taking it one step at a time and trying to be as positive and as, clear of thought as possible. Another tip that I would have is try to clean up your diet. Definitely try to clean up your diet. A lot of things that we eat is packed with chemicals, and we're going to do a separate video on this. So I don't want to really get in too much detail. We're going to do a separate video on this later on. But your diet, drink more water. Try to drink at least 1 gallon of water a day. I even have some water right there. Like I'm looking at my desk right now. I have some water on my desk right now. So just try to drink 1 gallon of water a day. Try to eat as many vegetables as possible. Try to eat things that are more natural to how it was grown. Try to stay away from a lot of processed food. I know I love my Wendy's, I love my Taco Bell, I love all that stuff, but at the end of the day, it's going to hurt you. And it's also bad for your body, and it's also bad for your mind. So you always really need to be conscientious of that and everything else. And then my final tip for if you really want to be more monitor of your thoughts and want to change the way your mind is keep a journal. Definitely try to keep a journal, because for me, whenever I started keeping a journal, whenever I started writing down my thoughts, started writing down how I felt, it showed different patterns of what was leading up to it. Like, what made me feel this way? Was there a certain way that I handled a situation that could have been better? Was there a certain way that I handled a situation that made it worse? Let me look at everything that I'm doing and really think analytically a little bit. I know it sounds weird when you're thinking analytically and then you're thinking about emotions and yeah, but just reading all that stuff and just trying to keep context of everything that you're doing, writing down your thoughts, monitoring when you feel bad, how and what caused it, could really give you more insight on what you need to do next to provide yourself with the best opportunity to really control your thoughts. And then lastly, one last thing I would like to say about this that I didn't mention at the beginning that I was supposed to, but didn't, is the words that you use and the words that you speak and the words that you write. Those are probably the easiest things that you can control a lot of times. Your thoughts is very hard to control because it pops in, it pops out. It's sometimes fleeting and then sometimes it stays in there, and then that's when you can become more conscientious of it. But your words, you can be mindful of the words that you use. You do not know how your words are going to affect another person. For instance, I've said some things that offended one of my friends recently, and I've done some things that like offended them a little bit, and they called me out on it. At first, I was like, well, it's not really that bad or anything like that. But when I thought about it, you know what? That person felt that way. I need to be conscientious and accepting of how other people feel instead of always trying to be self-centered and think about myself when it comes down to interactions and stuff like that. So again, it's one of these things where you need to be mindful of the words that you're using around other people because that can control your reality, and the words that you speak is very powerful, just as the words that you think. So guys, my question of the day for you before we all go and we all go about our day is, what is one thing that you do to control your thoughts? How do you control them? Can you give us tips? Leave it in the comment section below. It was so great speaking to everyone today. Again, I will be doing more and more content, so definitely get ready for that. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share on all of your social media platforms, especially if you got value from this message. I'm Antoine. This is Bleeding Image, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.